So one of the top 10 maps for me personally is Gorod Krovi Black Ops 3. As you can tell, we are pretty much at the second last map on Black Ops 3. We are almost moving on to Black Ops 4. But this is the last unique Ether Zombies map. Okay, this is insane, and yeah. But this map is great. The boss fight, the Easter egg. I think the Easter egg gets hated on. It's called tedious, but I don't think the Easter egg's that tedious. I actually enjoy doing this Easter egg. It's a 10 out of 10 map, honestly. Home run if there's ever been one. And yeah, let's go and get into the map layout of Gorod Krovi. So, easily seen, you can see all the main spots on the map on this screen right across from Sophia, which we'll get into storyline. But you'll most of the time recognize this entire map layout when doing the Easter egg whenever you do the bomb step. So when this bomb step activates, a bunch of things will flash. We have, let me count here, 5, 6, 7 main areas of the map. I counted 6, not counting the boss arena area. So, we have the department store, which is pretty much where you spawn in. To the left, we have the tank factory. To the right, we have the supply depot. And to the front, we have Dragon Command with an infirmary and armory all across from this. So, the armory and infirmary are kind of like the hub area divided into 4 different areas, each one useful for whichever they want to. Department store, tank factory, Dragon Command, and supply depot are all unique, and they have a bunch of things that you might want to need from them. So I think it's a pretty good map layout. Nothing seems too bad. You have a little spot, a little fast travel system to the from the infirmary to the armory. So I kind of like that, and you have dragons everywhere. So great map layout. Let's go ahead into gameplay already. So there's one feature about Gorod Krovi that I think is very, very good, and we haven't seen zombies for a long time, especially in Black Ops 3. So in Black Ops 3, you have a bunch of OP wonder weapons and wall weapons, and you don't necessarily hit the box a lot, honestly. So I say you don't really spin the box too much on Zetsubo no Shima because the wall weapons on the map are far superior, the KRM, KN44. A lot of good wall weapons. But on Gorod Krovi, it's very, very simple. You need to hit the box. You want the box weapons. Not only are there very good map exclusives, but the Ray Gun Mark III is on this map, which is the brand new Ray Gun variant, which is dual wield. So one of them slows zombies down, and one of them is like a little normal ray gun. You shoot it and it just will kill a single zombie. When you shoot a slowed down yellow portal and shoot it with the green shot, the right one, it will create an interdimensional portal and suck the zombies in for a little bit. This is the ultimate camper wonder weapon, okay? This will get you into round like 80 before it begins to not be good anymore. So, you know, it drops off pretty weird, but, you know, really, really good wonder weapon, and it's great. Definitely the base ray gun. Some people might not count this as a ray gun, but I mean it's literally called Mark III, and I don't think we've seen another wonder weapon that's a Mark II. So this is the ray gun Mark III. Brilliant wonder weapon, and you also have the PPSH, which returns after its debut inside of all the way back in World at War. So there's not only their box exclusive weapons, but the wonder weapon for this map is inside the box. So you want to hit the box as soon as possible. How you get Pack-a-Punch open is very, very cool. So, I'm sure you've noticed the dragons flying around the place, and yeah, these things literally breathe fire all over the map. These things are pests, but you know, they're not too annoying, because most of the time on this map, I camp, not train, because you have a camping wonder weapon. But this dragon actually contains fire, which breathes all over the map, and when you walk through it, you burn to death. But with a very helpful thing called the Dragon Shield, aka the best shield inside of the entire game. Not only does it shoot green fire that kills zombies everywhere, but also when you hold it out, you're immune to fire damage. So the shields are getting more and more necessary for these maps, and I honestly think this is the best shield we've seen so far. Now for Pack-a-Punch, you need to turn on the power, and really, really easy to do. And then you need to kill some zombies until you get a little like control thing. Control cylinder, and then you can summon a Groth module. This thing will fall from the sky, and you need to defend it. You need to do this 3 separate times, each in a Dragon Command area, Supply Depot, Dragon Command, and Tank Station. So, once you do this, you can then call a dragon and ride on it. Most people are probably thinking, what is this video game come to at this point? I thought we were fighting zombies, not riding dragons. Well, now we are, okay? Not only is this sick, and it also takes you to Pack-a-Punch. After this sick cutscene, you will then be flown into Santa's workshop, or whatever the heck this place is, and you will have an option to Pack-a-Punch and get a Command Dragon Strike. This thing is literally not only has a monkey bomb effect, but it's also very, very cool indeed. So you will have to do a little lockdown that'll last for about 7 minutes or so. You have to defend 3 areas and then all 3 at once. You have to defend 1 at a time, and then once you get done with 3, you will have to do all 3 at the same time. But with the Wonder Weapon, this will literally be a breeze, and you will also be introduced probably for the first time to a brand new enemy, the Russian Mangler. This thing is literally the most weird and cool looking guy ever. This guy is half robot, half man, okay? 1 small step for a robot and 1 killer Mangler coming your way. So these things can shoot homing projectiles at you, and they can also melee you. This thing is very cool indeed, except for 1 step of the Easter egg, which we'll get to later. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, but look at this defense step. It's literally a breeze with this Wonder Weapon, and once you complete it, you'll get the Dragon Strike, and this is pretty cool. We might as well go ahead and talk about the Specialist Weapon too, because we're already here pretty much. Sure, the Specialist Weapon is dope to use. You literally have a baby dragon, which we'll talk about in a second, but the process to get this thing is so annoying. You have to light it on fire, do a whole bunch of challenges for some reason. I don't know how the heck this even helps the egg. How is shooting zombies with penetration weapons help the egg break? I don't understand this at all. But you gotta do a little lockdown inside of the little Santa's workshop area for now. I'm just going to call it that. But once you get done with this very long process, you will have the baby dragon gauntlet. I don't know what it's called exactly. The gauntlet of Snake's Saber Snack, okay? So this thing, not only can you release a dragon to go attack for you, but you also can use a flamethrower and a hand that will launch you forward and delete anything in your path. Sure, this is very sick, and actually this is very similar to the Path of Sorrows in Black Ops 4, like, dash ability, but this thing is used for, like, 3 steps in the Easter egg, and it's cool, but it's pretty annoying to get, especially with all the challenges, because you got to switch your weapon to a good penetration weapon. It's pretty annoying, but, you know, at least it's a cool Wonder Weapon thing, so You got that one for it. It fits the vibe very cool. I mean, having a baby dragon, like, that is the sickest specialist. I'm gotta admit, this is probably the coolest specialist, but not the best, actually. I don't find myself using it like the Skull Among Sapwa. But, how much gameplay? I think that's pretty much it for gameplay. I mean, I think, yeah, let's go and talk about the Easter egg and stuff. So people like to refer to this Easter egg as being one of the hardest in zombies, and sure, it is hard, but as long as you have Gobblegums, you should be good. Even a classic will help. Honestly, I think Undead Man Walking is literally for this map. I mean, it's so useful for some of the steps, pretty much all of them actually. So sure, you have to do challenges for this Easter egg, and I think that's we haven't really seen it. I think getting the gauntlet is honestly the worst part about this Easter egg, because, I mean, we don't even use it that much, but, I mean, hey, it's cool, but, so I'm just going to take it through the challenges, just a brief little understanding. So, my least favorite of them all is by far the stupid, dang it, what? Stupid, dang it? The stupid Mangler step, okay? So you have to go find a green-eyed Mangler randomly throughout the map, shoot his arm off so he'll begin running at you, and the hardest part about this all is if you shoot him with 1 bullet of a Pack-a-Punch weapon, he will literally explode, okay? I don't understand why, but he will. Shoot him with the Ray Gun Mark II accidentally, bomb, okay? This thing is so annoying, and if you have a Pack-a-Punch weapon, you have to trade it out, unless you want to walk him while he's walking, but If you go too far away from this guy while he's following you, he'll run away. And oh my gosh, I'm doing this with Undead Man walking. Whenever you don't have this on, the zombies are running at lightning speed, and you have to bring him all the way to Dragon Command, and he will be done. By far the most annoying for me personally. So next up, we'll talk about the little Grov module one. So I actually thought this one was bombs for some reason, but no. This Grov module will spawn in a random Dragon Command area, so tank station, supply depot, or Dragon Command. And my one is spawned in the tank factory, and good thing it was close because I didn't have like a ranged weapon. The regular Mark II isn't too good at range. But you basically need to just defend the Grov module, but they won't actually be near you. You just have to defend them. But good thing you won't be getting attacked, but if it blows up, then you fail. But you just gotta defend the little Grov module and kill enough zombies. And then the dragon. That's right, the second time you need the dragon. You just need to release him. He'll go grab a part from the inside of this Grov module, and then he'll bring it back for you. It's really cute to see him fly. And then he'll bring it back, and you need to bring it back to Sophia, which we'll talk about in a second here. But this is probably one of the easier ones, honestly. But you have to have a good range weapon if it's far away, so you better hope it's not. Like maybe the XM4, whatever the heck the rocket launcher's called, is pretty useful. Maybe the Siege, pretty useful, and this step isn't too bad whatsoever. We'll go ahead and talk about the next one I had in my game, but this one is definitely the hardest of the challenges. Undead Man walking makes this one a breeze, but without it, I had to use my left ray gun Mark II to slow down the zombies. So this little broken, poor little Valkyrie drone, which I didn't even mention in the gameplay, literally such a weird thing that does not match the aesthetic at all. We have dragons, and now we just have weird things. Hate these things as well, because they block entrances. So if you want to get past this guy when he's through a door, impossible. Also, you have to be so close to this guy, and even if you touch him with your little grenade, your pinky toe, he will literally burst into fire, okay? This man is even worse than the Mangler. If you shoot him with one little unpack-a-punch weapon bullet, he will explode. And look at this. There's even normal ones. How can I tell? Well, because of one little green light, okay? I had a dragon breathe fire on me. This is just abuse, and I can't shoot the portal near the thing because he'll die. Literally, definitely the hardest spot. The hardest one. This one is insane without Undead Man walking or something like that. Idolize would actually make this a breeze, but, you know, I had to save that for later. But this one is definitely the hardest one, and once you get to the staircase, you can just kill him and say, I hate you, and then he'll actually complete the step still. Why that's a thing, I don't even know why. But I hate this thing. I honestly, at the point where I'm about to die, I honestly just want to shoot one little bullet into this guy and make him explode for no reason, because I hate this thing, but I feel like not raking my controller, so I don't. Definitely the hardest one. This one is definitely the most nerve-wracking one. This one has me on the edge of my seat, and I just feel terrified when doing this. So you have a Simon Says game, but this is the most this is actually one of the most annoying ones. But it's not too hard, it's just annoying. So I said this was one of the ones on the easier side, but you need to do a little Simon Says and go around the map and activate the bombs in order that the TV thing showed that she gave you. Look at this gameplay. Does this look fun to you? I don't think I'm having fun when doing this step, okay? Curse you, dragon. I hate you. But anyways, this step not only has a 3-minute time limit, but also there are zombies super sprinting at you. How the heck am I supposed to do this? This is a really tight-quartered map, especially when you're running around. You have to detonate bombs that are sometimes in really weird places, and if you mess up even once, you will die, okay? Literally, this is the most nerve-wracking step, and it's pretty hard if you don't entirely know what you're doing. And it can be pretty nerve-wracking if you're like in a close-quartered area. So definitely it's probably one of the easier ones on the side, but it's definitely still nerve-wracking. Now, in my game, I failed this step 4 times, okay? So this is the Gersh one. This is probably the most RNG-based one, okay? This one is definitely probably the easiest one, except for the Grov module. This is probably the second easiest one. But you have to find a little yellow orb going all throughout the map, and you have to shoot it 3 separate times and make it tell some dialogue and stuff. I'll share the dialogue in a second. But this 2 times I failed this step, I couldn't even find him, and the other 2 times I died because I don't even know. I mean, one of them. But this step is probably the most annoying in my game because sometimes he can be nice, sometimes he can't. This man, whew, you can stun lock him with the ray gun Mark III, but if you lose him, I feel like I want to throw my child out the window. I don't even have a child. What? But so annoying once you lose him. This one is so annoying. Gersh, I hate you. But it's one of the easier ones, probably the second easiest one, but it's just kind of annoying. And yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up these challenges. But we have one more to go that's not random though, so let's go and get into that.
From the Cosmodrome, your faces are familiar, but different. Stop it! Stop shooting! That hurts! What do you want?
Do you mind heading toward Dragon Command? Someone wants to get you out of, wherever you are.
Thank the heavens. I've been trapped in the void for so long now. Will I finally be free?
Anomaly moving. Return to Dragon Command. Thank you for your cooperation, anomaly known as Gersh. Beginning information extraction.
Wait, what is happening? What are you doing? You said you would help me.
Do not be concerned with the anomaly's fate. Information extraction is a mostly painless process.
Ha, the joke's on you. The last one is actually the easiest one if you just be smart. So this one has you pick up a key card and go back to Santa's workshop, and then you have to place it in this little device here, and you have to survive like the same lockdown but with Manglers. It's even easier with the Ray Gun Mark III. Honestly, the Manglers are kind of tough to take down without the Ray Gun Mark III, but with the Ray Gun Mark II, they are literally the easiest thing in the entire game to take out. But you literally just have to survive waves of these things. But you literally just have to kill like all of them except for one, and then you can just go around the map until the lockdown ends and is completed. Not much more to say about that. And then this will always be your last one, and then that is the end of that. Place it in Sophia, and then you completed it. She will be like, haha, lol, you're trash. The power core was literally in me the whole time. You could have just opened this trapdoor thing. And then you have to go get the dragon. Literally the only other time you need the dragon, and give the power core to Nikolai, and then you're ready for boss fight. But Sophia has a few things she wants to say to us.
Complete. Thank you for your assistance. Also for posterity, I calculated odds of you defeating the dragon. I will not share them. They were not encouraging. I leave you now. Maxis, I must go to him. The paradox must be resolved. The loop must be closed.
And then it's time for a boss fight. Literally just go down this little sewer thing, and then you'll get transported into a very big boss arena for a very big boss battle. Boss battles. So you're going to release Nikolai using the robot's laser, which is pretty cool, and then he'll be an ally to you for the moment. And then you are going to literally have to defeat the dragon. That is right, the dragon that's been murdering you this entire game. You're going to get your revenge back and kill him. So, all you need to do is just wait for Nikolai to fire his little missile into a body part that's glowing orange. Shoot it with the Ray Gun Mark III, or your weapon, but the Ray Gun Mark III is literally the best weapon for this boss fight. It is literally OP. Just shoot the glowing spot, and then you need to do this a few more times. And he'll be fire all over the place. There'll be fire zombies, but your shield is very, very handy here. It's also a good time to mention the fact that you can actually get masks on this map, and actually dragon wings will come in very handy, so I recommend you get those by riding each dragon by round 14, and they're very, very useful indeed. But back on the boss fights, after you do this a few more times and shoot his throat, he will then explode into a million pieces. Look at this. Boom! Whew, that is sick. And then you'll get transitioned to a little funny hand motion cutscene. And then you need to fight Nikolai in one of the most hard boss battles of all time. Look at this exhilarating gameplay. Not only am I on the edge of my seat, but also this is so hard. I mean, like, come on, guys. But once you defeat Nikolai and defeating all 5 of his parts of his little robot thing, you will play the cutscene that I will go ahead and play right now for you guys. And you'll hear me back in a second. This boss battle is sick, and I know it's kind of fast to explain, but it's fast paced, and it's really, really good, and it's probably the best boss fights, maybe of all time, honestly.
You think you will kill me now? I am sorry, Nikolai. I wish there was another way. But know this, in my heart, I share the same pain as you. The pain that you have buried and blurred beneath an alcohol-fueled haze. Yes, the pain of your own memory. You loved and you lost. Everything else has been delusional fantasy that distance you from painful truth. You know what I speak of. You remember, before the bombs fell, before she was taken from us. Some things are forgotten for a reason!
It is done. The souls have been collected, Maxis. We will see you soon. Okay, Nikolai, Dempsey, Takeo, I'm only talking to you right now. Richthofen, he can't hear me, so he's probably off doing his own thing right now anyway. No change there, I suppose. The good news is, you're nearly done. It'll soon be time to come to the house. But this plan... Before he caught up with you guys, he spent years traveling, searching out just the right versions of you. The ones who held the key to closing off the other dimensions. I think you know by now exactly what that entails. Point is, he's kind of surplus to requirements these days. He's been in the house for ages. But don't tell him. Anyway, it all makes sense when you get here. You'll see. Honestly, it's going to be fine. Oh, shit. I completely forgot to introduce myself. Oh, sorry. I'm Dr. Monty.
That's right, guys. Dr. Monty actually is introduced for the first time here, and he is literally first introduced on this map, which is pretty cool. He's the inventor of literally the Gobblegum machine. I don't know if you guys can tell that, but it literally says Dr. Monty on it. He's the inventor of literally everything, but he is on the Apothecon side. I mean, the Keeper side, and Shadow Man is on the Apothecon side, and your goal is to defeat the Shadow Man and do everything like that. So, Gorod Krovi is a very important storyline map, and it's great, honestly. You get the final soul of Nikolai, and you're ready to go into Revelations in that little teaser. I hope you guys did enjoy this map analysis, and next episode is going to be Revelations, and then it's time for Black Ops 4. Hope you guys did enjoy this analysis, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.